Test Unit is an art, design, architecture summer school and events program. Over an intensive week in July 2016, we took over a vacant site in North Glasgow called Bairds Brae and turned it into a temporary public space. This area has been disconnected from the city centre by the M8 motorway, which has caused long-term social and economic issues. The aim of Test Unit is to consider alternative approaches to how we develop cities, by converting talk into action, prototyping ideas, and placing education into an area going through significant change. In 2016, we welcomed 27 participants from a range of backgrounds and experiences. We worked in 4 groups. Each group was led by a different facilitator who had chosen a theme to develop.
Before we took the site, it was all very, very overgrown. You wouldn't necessarily even know this space was behind the wall. So on the first day, we wanted to have a building we could all build together, occupy the site, and somewhere we could work from as a team, as a workshop.
Our piece is called Ghost Wall. The structure is clamped around the base of the wall. We haven't made any fixings into it or through it.
And I think it's successful. I'm on it and it's not falling down.
As part of Test Unit, I was working with the alternate reality theme. It was really cool because we were just sort of given the brief. It was quite open-ended. It was prompting us to kind of explore ideas of being in a space but maybe being transported elsewhere.
Erecting this incredibly heavy billboard that is probably far heavier than it actually needs to be, but the plus side of that is it won't blow away. So.
Or fall on anyone.
Yeah, it won't fall over either.
We have been building this thing, which is the Bairds Brae beacon, which is sort of supposed to be something to do with the fact there used to be a cinema on the site.
This is a site where we've got people passing by, and we wanted to bring them in and kind of think about the history of the site, which is about food process and beer brewing. And it's all about foraging and things we found within the site.
We're going to make some nettle pesto here. The nettle's found on site. We've got raspberry flapjacks. And we've got ground elder potato salads.
Yep, and then sticky willy stir fry.
Sticky willy stir fry as well, later on.
Running in parallel to the daytime summer school, there was an evening events programme open to the public. This included a keynote presentation from Rotterdam-based design practice Zeus, Petra Kucher talks, and a turncoats debate. On the final Saturday, we hosted an opening party on site with creative workshops and a community build project led by German artist Frank Bolter.
We folded a life-size submarine between the tall buildings over there after the folding, where a couple of people took part into the folding performance. And there was a great guy who knows everything about folding. He was more skilled than I am, and I'm very glad to meet him. Tebe from Nigeria, but I just came with a folding instruction and with a couple of rolls of paper, and everything else was made. It went along the canal, and it should be transformed at the end of the canal into a car. And then it should be driven alongside or on the pavement close to the motorway. And then as soon as we came back to the tall buildings over there where the submarine was folded, it would be transformed again into a paper plane, which should be thrown from the top of the roof of the first tall building. Yeah, that's it.
A course where everyone's sort of put in together and they're from all over, which was something that didn't really happen at art school, isn't it? You know, we're all from these different departments, and so you don't really,
I got involved because I thought it would sort of take me outside of my comfort zone. I'm maybe not a creative as such. I studied ecology, but it was really great to be surrounded by graphic designers and architects and archaeologists.
Dramatists, graphic designers, but no architects.
We got an artist, urban planner from France, like a artist doing murals.
Yeah. And everyone's brought different sort of skills and knowledges and experience, and I guess that's the point of projects like this, and I've not done something like this before.
So you've learned a lot, have you?
I've learned a lot, of course I have.
I think it's a really good tool for engaging people. Putting something where it's not supposed to be is almost like one of the best things you can do in community engagement, because you can start conversations with people.
I do quite a lot of community engagement in my practice, but nothing like this.
The approach is not to build a perfect looking submarine. The approach is to bring people together.
I'm a local resident, I just stay in Postle Park.
Okay.
Oh. And I think this is fantastic. It's really good for the community, and to see all this happening in a short space of time, it's phenomenal. There used to be buildings here, but again, they just, over the years, they've just get demolished and just left, and the area's just been left to just grow wild.
I would hope that we have collectively revealed something about this place and shown how it could be occupied. We have maybe highlighted aspects of this place that people will now value and maybe take into consideration in whatever future use there is for this site.
Hopefully it'll be something that happens every year, maybe moving to different locations and using that then as a catalyst for what might happen on these sites.
Anything involving doing, I think, helps visualise what might come next.
This is a part of a branch of architecture that I've just discovered, and I wanted to kind of dive deeper into that. It's less about the actual building or how the building looks than what effect it has.
I could definitely go and do stuff like this in my community now, and also feel more confident bringing people in to do stuff like this as well in the community that I work in.
If I go back to my country, I want to hold this kinds of project in the future.
Doing something like this has been great.
It's been a really positive experience, I have to say.
To talk about the whole week here was a nice process, being part of the whole test unit experience and performance here. It's quite nice to be here.
It's been a wonderful, hard-working, challenging week where many relationships have been formed. I hope. I'm joking.
Have you enjoyed Test Unit?
Yeah, really enjoyed Test Unit. Yeah, why would you not enjoy? Why would you not enjoy it? I mean, it's like, you've got like 25 people, all of them proactively wanting to make. But you're not really recording this, are you?
Anything else? Dad?
We're going to cut you're not going to get a job at the BBC, are you? So, yeah, great. Anything else to add? Prime Minister?